You ever come across one of those generators on Facebook that shows you what you might look like if you were born the opposite gender? I think I just saw the movie version of that. Eighth Grade is the first feature-length film written as well as directed by comedian Bo Burnham and is about the last week of middle school for a girl named Kayla, who wants to make sure that all the goals she set for herself at the beginning of middle school are reached by the end. But being the shy, socially awkward person of few words that she is, it's really hard. Now, one of my favorite movies of all time is Richard Linklater's Boyhood, a movie about a boy just working his way up to adulthood that is comprised entirely of richly genuine moments. A lot of the movie Eighth Grade was like watching Boyhood if it was about a girl instead of a boy, and it focused on 1 week of her life instead of 12 years. That should give you a good idea of what I thought of it. I adored Eighth Grade. It is an outstanding directional debut for a comedian. And it will no doubt also kickstart a successful career for the lead star Elsie Fisher, who before now has really only been known for "It's so fluffy!" The role of a socially awkward teen was apparently a challenging one for Elsie Fisher, who is an extremely social person in real life. Her slow, clueless delivery is exquisitely natural, and her dialogue is very nuanced with excessive uses of like and you know, just as you would hear from the average teen. Josh Hamilton is very good as her father, who is also awkward, though in a more quirky way. The two of them share some great moments, including a very poignant one towards the end. I was so surprised at how much I related to Kayla. There are parts of this movie where I really started to feel like I was seeing my younger self only if I was a female. As Kayla tries to get a best friend and a boyfriend, she does her best to interact with people, but when attempting to start a conversation, she ends up making obvious statements. Like when a guy starts charging his phone, she asserts, "Sometimes I need to charge my phone too." And even when she does find some friends, she mostly just listens to their conversations, glancing back and forth at the person talking, and you can tell from her expressions that she's trying so hard to think of a way to chime in. I cannot tell you how many times I had these experiences during middle school and high school. There's another moment when Kayla is praying to God. She struggles to find words, and the ones that she does speak are put in a cumbersome way. This is exactly the way that I find myself praying, which is why I could never lead a group prayer to save my life, even though I know that God does pay attention to the heart as opposed to your choice of words. This whole movie is really just a collection of moments like that, where this girl is just trying to get out there, communicate with people, and deal with nasty classmates. Which, by the way, the bullies in this movie also feel like real people. Their antagonism never comes off as cartoonish or contrived. I appreciate when filmmakers recognize that sometimes just showing us someone living a normal life is all you need to make a compelling film, if you can make the people and their circumstances feel real and un-Hollywoodized, as this movie most certainly does. At least that's the case most of the time. There are still a couple of occasions where Bo Burnham can't resist some of the tropes of coming-of-age movies. There are 2 instances where Kayla is watching this guy that she likes and he appears to be walking by in slow-mo with electronic music playing over it, which I found a bit grating. There's also one public gross-out joke near the beginning that I don't care to describe. It felt like it belonged in something like American Pie. Still, Eighth Grade is a triumphant first work for Bo Burnham, and it joins Room, Lady Bird, and The Disaster Artist on the ongoing list of gems A24 Films has brought us. It's excellently acted and written, it's funny and authentic, and it's profoundly relatable whether you're a guy or a girl. It gets a wide release on Friday, so don't miss it. For Eighth Grade, I would assign a straight A, or an 86%. That's a wrap. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this review helpful. Like if you liked, subscribe for more. This is Pop Culture. I'm Alex Pop.